To continue learning macros, in this video we are going to learn about using macros. How do we write if statement? So over here we have been given a data set. The condition is such that if the values in column B matches with values in column A, then I should multiply something. So if values in column B matches with A, then multiply column B with itself, or multiply column A with itself, and basically drag it down. So what does this mean is, I write if statement. I will compare column A with column B. If this is true, then I have to multiply column B with itself, else I have to multiply column A with itself. Basically I have to find the squares, and then I simply have to drag these values. I will expand this and I have to drag these values as such. So now how do we do this? How do we do this? By writing a macro over here. So let's start with the macros. You select the macro, you click on the macro, you write if underscore condition, which is the name of macro. You can click on create. Now the first thing which you understood is we have to select the first point or the first cell where we are writing our formula, or where we want the answer. So we want answer in cell D3. So wherever my cursor is, I want the first tab, that cursor should go to the D3. So how do we do that? So basically range D3 dot select. This is how do we do that. Now we have to write a formula. So the formula is active cell dot formula in the form of R and C format, row and column format. Now what is the formula? So in the example of sum, we used sum as a formula. Over here we are using if. So we will write if as a formula over here. We'll open the bracket. Now what exactly we have to do is, we are comparing the same row but the column changes. So same row, the column changes. So we are comparing B3 with A3. So the rows remain the same, only the column changes. But in R1 C1 the row comes first. So I will write RC into bracket, which is -3, equivalent to RC into bracket -2. Why we are doing -3 and -2 is simply, from this cell we are moving away 3 columns, and from this cell we are moving away 2 columns. So we are comparing that. If the value is true, then what I have to do, we have to multiply column B with column B itself. So we will multiply column B with column B. If it is not true, then we will multiply column A with itself, which is 3 rows away or 3 columns away from the destination as such, with column 3, and that's why I am writing -3. I will close the bracket, close the parenthesis, and click on enter. So once the formula is written, what is the next step? So the next step is, I will select this cell again. So I can directly copy this and paste it over here. Post which, what I will do is, through this small square box, I will select all these cells, all the cells where there is a formula. So what I will do is, I will write selection dot autofill. Autofill means Excel will apply the same formula everywhere. You have to reach, so you have to do autofill. Now what is the destination you have to provide, which is destination from where to where? So you have to write the range. Range is what? Range is from cell D3 to cell D14, or you can write cell D15 or D20. You can write cell D20. You close the parenthesis and close the bracket. And what kind of type it is? So Excel wants what kind it is. It's a default setting. So Excel fill default. You don't have to do anything, which is basically default. Whatever the Excel provides, you just accept it basically. And then you select the entire range from D3 to D20, and you stop your operation basically. Dot select, and you stop it there. You don't have to do anything. Now you will save this particular macro. You will close this. You will delete this. You keep your cursor anywhere in the Excel. You click on macros. You click on view macros, and you click on if condition, and you run the macro. Now there is an error. So you end this. You see what exactly is the issue over here. Now we see that there was an error. So let's run the macro and let's debug it. So we will click on macro again, we will click on if condition, and we will run it again. So there is an error. You click on debug. Now what we see over here is there is a issue with this particular line. Like we have already seen in couple of previous macro examples, that wherever the Excel points, you have to see that particular line and you have to try and find out where the issue is. So over here we can directly see that the issue is with this particular range, because that's the only dynamic thing which is we have provided. Other than that, everything is what Excel provides, Excel standard format. Now we want range to be D3 to D14. So we have mentioned equal to over here. Instead of equal to, we will write from. Basically it's a colon. And we will close this, we will save this, we will close this, we will delete this, and we will run this macro again and try and see whether there is an error again. Now we will see there is an error with the range. So we will change this as well. We will provide colon, we will save this, we will close this, it will come out of debugger, we will delete all the values, and we will run this macro again, if condition macro, and run this macro, and we will see there is an answer which is available to us as per the condition which we had initially provided. So this is how we can write the formulas. In the subsequent exercises, we have provided, or we have given more examples which you have to solve within the class.